Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day, a cool morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be, because it is cold in here. I just turned the heater off, and I know it's not like cold like for most of you, but it is freezing over here. Today, we're going to listen to a little bit from Acoustic Alchemy. I love that name. We're going to listen to this track, Casino, off of their album, released in 1988, album title being Natural Elements, their second major studio release. We're listening to this because it was suggested and sponsored by Michael. Michael, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the recommendation as well. Truly appreciate that. And I also see that this band had been mentioned, at least, by LSWN5CD and To The PT Bass TUT. Names, man. Listen, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, let's go ahead and dive on into it. A casino. Have I ever been into a casino? I suppose when I was like very, very young, we went to Las Vegas once when I was a kid for like a family trip. Not for any sort of gambling or anything like that. Just honestly, we just went there just to check it out. It was interesting. Not my kind of thing, but you know. Let's dive into the track. We'll talk about it after. Here we go. Track like that. I see. Good drama here. I like how this part almost sounds like little lights of like in the machines in the casino. The depth of the bass. Right to the ramp up here. Love that quick flick. that's a song that I would like to add onto my playlist because it's quick, it's snappy, it's catchy. Really excellent musicianship there, especially obviously from the guitarist here. But for as quick as it is, it's almost like a pop song when it comes to jazz. It's in, it hits you with some nice verses, a flashy chorus, solos, and a lot of musical beauty, and then it's out of there for almost as quick as it came in. Where's my add button? Trying to add this in. Okay, so the guitars are performed by Nick Webb and Greg Carmichael. And just the way that they play with one another is incredible. I think that the sound is powerful and yet delicate, which is just part of the tone of those strings and the way that they play the guitars. And I love how the musicians who are playing with them are also given a perfectly content, I would say, amount of play to play around them. For example, the piano and keyboards, that's going to be played by Mike Herding. And he's not hurting for much because he is allowed, especially in that second half, to have a moment in which I think his piano playing is just brilliant. It's this really gorgeous and kind of glorious melody that just kind of floats around alongside with the guitars there. And it has this very luxurious vibe. And the very beginning of the track, I was thinking before we even dived into the track, like it's called Casino. I expect it to, in some capacity, emulate the sounds of a casino, or at least kind of give you that kind of vibe. And I think that this little bit that it opens up with and returns to about halfway through, I think that this little bit kind of gives that to you. To me, it's kind of like, okay, you're sitting down at, what are those machines? The slot machine. You're sitting down at the slot machine, and this is like that not anxiety, but that build up, that tension. Like, okay, you put your coin in, and before you pull the lever, you're just sitting there. It's like, okay, the little lights are going. You're not hitting jack. You haven't even pulled the crank yet, but you're waiting. And then you pull the crank, and those slots come roll up and down. And that's when the music kind of like gets into it. Like that's when the music, the vibe, the gamble is alive. And then before you know it, 3 minutes and 51 seconds later, your pockets are empty. You got people hunting you down in the middle of the night, and you're not sure if you're going to have a house to go back to when you head back to wherever you're coming from. Like, I think that this is a really smart way to begin the track for the musicians to play around this theme without compromising and going so forth into a cheesy direction. They could have gone straight into we're really going to emulate a casino and, have a lot of flashing sounds, some synths, and a lot of things like that. No, they don't go into that direction. I think they keep it very much controlled. They keep it very conservative in that way. And I think that it works really well in just making it an entertaining piece of music and an entertaining piece of jazz to listen to. Love the deep bass that it gets into at certain points here. Conrad Matho and then Bert smacking those drums there. Just, I think, a really nice, like I said, near almost like a poppy piece of jazz, but with some appropriate amounts of depth in there. Obviously, there's no lyrics to, dive into, obviously. But let's see if we can, we did get sent a little bit of a live performance. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I got just a couple days left till my copyright strike is going away. And I'm hoping to not have that happen again. So let me see. I'm just going to pull the video up. It's a little bit blurry. But you can gaze our eyes upon a little bit. I gotta say, I already like the vibe. They're kind of taking almost like obviously they're playing jazz, but like they almost have like a the way that the video is edited, like a new wave 80s kind of sound to it, or vibe, or like look with the set. I like that. Oh, okay. Where'd you come from? Oh. Listen to that bass line. It's almost like a Tony Levin kind of bass line. Some hot pizza in that thing. Let me know what you guys thought of the track, of course, in the comments down below. Michael, once again, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support and the suggestion. This was a nice one to listen to. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Please come on back by tomorrow, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.